Yeah.
All righty then. Hey, it's your boy Uncle Lazer. I got my boy Bobby Flaco over yonder right here. We're coming at you live first inaugural or annual. What is it? How do you say that word? Inaugural episode of My Shitty Uncle's podcast. We're live. We're on the books. Listen, let me give you a little backstory here. This is just gonna be a nice little Wednesday, nice little mid-hump day conversation of do's and don'ts, terrible life choices, come-ups, comes from behinds, and coming on. Let's open it up. I'm going to get to my co-host here, Mr. Bobby Flaco. Now there, Bobby, how we been, baby boy?
Hey, busy, baby, busy. Getting to that motherfucking bag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're trying to, you know what I mean?
Nah, your Cadillac converter went out. You can't even pay for it, so don't tell me anything about a fucking bag right now, dude.
You said you were going to spot me, though, with some
I
podcast
am. I got
money.
you. Once this podcast money starts rolling in, we'll take over the world.
Man, when's that going to be? You know what I mean?
Never. We got Mr. Gary Faust. We're going to call him Jamie Jr. here in the back. He's going to be producing our show going forward. We're going to try something different here. This isn't the Gary Bobby podcast. Makes no fucking mistake about it now. Gary's shirtless, blue bird chest, hair blowing in the breeze. We got a lot of special things on deck for you today. We're going to talk about the upcoming Nether Hour album. We got to get that out. We got to talk about that. I know that's been in pre-production for what, 3 years? It seems like now. Bobby? Jesus Christ!
It's been since we were in there in July, I believe, is whenever we went to the studio to finalize our part. Then since been in the mixing and mastering process. Guess what? We will be releasing our first single this coming Monday on February 13th, which is my birthday. Yeah.
You're a Taurus?
An Aquarius, dude. What's wrong with you, dude?
Okay.
What's wrong with you? What are you? What's your sign?
Libra.
Nice. Let's talk more about that in a little bit because I want to know how that.
Shit, right? That's not a good pivot right there. You know what I'm saying? The horoscopes, pastries, astronomy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But let me see more on the. You said March what?
Well, we're going to drop the whole thing in March for sure.
In March, but the first single will be, can you say on
February 13th, it's going to be the song.
Oh, dude, you're a day before Valentine's Day.
Whiskey and Water, yeah, dude.
Boom, that's a slapper.
Yeah.
Thing too.
We're going to do it.
We'll also be featuring some of his music throughout the podcast. Come for us, my boy, my baby boy. He put me on, put him on. We're fucking out here kicking and living big dreams, doing big things. Austin's a place to be for whether it be music or comedy. I mean, it seems like it's a place for fucking Pringles, too. Gary's just been eating a fucking Pringles new asshole.
Film, too, though. You seen there about that fucking Universal?
Yeah. I was watching actually last night the Last of Us, that new fucking zombie show on HBO.
Yeah. And with no zombies in it. Like there's like 3 zombies out of all 4
and then they have a gay episode with Nick Offerman.
That was my favorite. That's probably my
favorite. It looked like Dean Stanfield a little bit in that towel. That
was my favorite piece of cinematic fucking work I've ever seen in my life because, you know, gays.
Yeah, we do love the gay. We're a big support of the gay LBTG7 community, or however they spell it. And we're having a good time. But I feel like Austin's the epicenter for everything entertainment-wise because Texas is the only thing fucking back open, or at least somewhat recovered from the COVID or the epidemic.
I gave you 3 rules.
3 rules to say. Yeah, we'll be fine. I say roving, so we'll be all right. What else on tap? So it drops the single one at a time, then the whole album. I know Rogan and them mentioned you on their podcast. Y'all been kind of popping off. So.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. He mentioned us and fucking also the old boy fucking Lando Commando, a.k.a. Ellis Bullard.
Why didn't you use Land anymore? Because it's too generic of a white name. Ellis is better.
Yeah, it is better. Yeah, because
you love that.
Ellis is more culturally diverse.
What about, tell me more about, I appreciate you wearing my grandpa's fucking pearl snap and my mom's windbreaker from Frito-Lay. So that's real fucking nice of you. You're supporting like all my hand-me-down clothing. I appreciate that, dude. But tell me about this cowboy hat. What is that, felt or what is that laundry lint? What's that?
It's felt. It's light gray felt. I know you like it, dude. It complements my skin tone very well, as you can see.
What are you?
I am Mexican for the most part. As far as I know, I really don't know.
From the valley.
Yeah.
From
the Rio Grande Valley, I was born in Harlingen, Texas, which is, the same mumbo jumbo shit as McAllen, Brownsville, all that. South of the checkpoint. Then I moved when I was 5 to Kingsville, Texas, where I spent my life till I was 18, then came to Texas State, where you went to college.
I didn't know. Let's back up there. I did not go to college. I went to ACC for a semester, and all my homies went out there, so I just fucking partied with them.
So you just lived in San Marcos?
Yeah, I didn't go back to school.
Oh, my God. You looked like a little Keebler elf fucking playing harmonica back then.
Some of your fans from down in Kingsville recently hit me up and want to go on a nice date with me, but I don't date outside.
Who's that? No, I know you.
Yeah, see what you're doing? You're gonna do that? We're starting that way, huh?
Hey, come on.
Let's just ruin our lives. All right, so stapler gun. Just a little bit around the room. This is a globe. This Mexican
But you're talking about Michelle McMarkle, right?
Michelle.
Michelle McMarkle.
I don't think it's Michelle.
No, it's not. I'm not
Okay, good. But I know what you did right there.
Yeah, I did.
2 M's, double M's. All right, so let's get to it. We're going to be featuring guests in this podcast. Not just going to be me and Bobby jerking each other off. We're going to have some cool, interesting guests. And this first guy that I want to bring on, he's actually been my barber for like the past year and a half. I had a barber prior to that for like 6 years, and he got a little too Hollywood on me and kept fucking moving my appointments. Still love you, Eric. Shout out to my boy down there at Lazer and Whiskey down there in San Marcos. Hell of a guy. He's a busy guy now. I'm always on the go, so I got to be able to get in, get out. He's booked back. So I went to this fucking gas station by my house, and they had this like, you know when it's gonna be hood. They do good fades. It's usually it don't even have a barber pole. It's like actually looks like a weed pole out there, like they sell CBD and they cut hair. You know what I'm saying?
And just like generally speaking, like it's not typically like a white barbershop that's doing fades.
No, they're not. They're not. You look at Gary's head, and so, but no. So I went in there just on a whim one day, and I get in there, and I got an open chair, and I get in there, and I sit down. We start bullshit. We start talking about Giovanni and the hired guns. We had a lot of shit in common. And then when he got done with my haircut, I was like, holy shit, dude, like, this is the best fade I had on this mullet in forever. So I was like, look, dude, I'm always busy. Why don't you just come do some house calls? And he's like, yeah, about it. So I'd always tell him come over whenever I was off the rigs. And he's cut my hair for a year and a half. We just kept it small talk, whatever. He's a homie, I'm a homie. And then the other day, he goes and divulges his life story about he was in prison for 9 years. And like some of this interesting how he learned to cut hair in the fucking clank. And then he's got all kind of fucking badass prison stories. Like, yo, people like prison stories. It's pretty interesting. He used to may or may not traffic it, as a mule. Who knows? But we're going to find out. But I'd like to bring him on real quick if you're okay with that,
Absolutely.
Bobby. I mean, you'll have to share a couch because Gary's setup in here is a little confined.
Oh, that's
but we
fine.
keep the lights on. We're like Motel 6. Tom Bodette, we'll keep the lights on for you. But y'all give it up for fucking Angel the Barber here, my homie right here.
Oh, yeah, it's Abel. You said Angel?
Yeah, it's Abel. Yeah, well, I just met him in the parking lot of Home Depot. So, come on in, baby boy.
What's up, dude? You learned how to cut hair in prison. I learned how to cut heroin in prison. So there's that.
Christ Almighty.
All right, we good?
Yeah, how you doing, baby boy? How's your
good,
day? Yeah, I'm good. So where are you?
Make sure you stay up on that mic, too.
Stay up on the mic there. So
All right.
First
And
time,
if you need to pull it out of that stand, that's fine, too.
Yeah, I'll just.
So give us, where are you at now? You're cutting hair now. What are you doing? The ins and outs here, Bob. I got your pen for you, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
bro.
so now I'm cutting in Stockdale, Texas.
Stockdale,
At Salon
that's-
Avenue, yeah.
Where's that at? In reference to like San Antonio?
About 30 miles east.
East San Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But,
going towards like fucking Garner type shit. No, that's west.
East. Yeah, Victoria,
east.
towards
Okay,
Victoria.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
I'm doing house calls now.
Yeah, house calls.
Yeah.
Especially if you do that through all the bullshit, a couple
Oh, yeah.
years ago, you're right. You got your own fucking studio, your own place out there? Or are you with somebody? Or
I'm with somebody, yeah.
You're with somebody in there? And I know you also got some chick in there that like does the airbrush tattoo part of it too, right? Or is that still a thing? She's tied. Like I'm seeing some of her work on Instagram.
Yeah, she does all that. She does freehand, everything. So,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're a good shop.
Good
it's going
shot.
good, yeah.
But I heard you may be trying to get out to San Antonio or Austin soon. Say your own shit up.
Yeah.
Or no, or is that the goal?
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a treat.
I'm growing for that little country town, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting too big.
We got a Dairy Queen and just a Dairy Queen.
A one horse town. That's
Yeah.
what they call that. Right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where you're from. That's right.
Hey, yo, Country Basket. You remember that?
Oh my God.
Dude, it's
damn.
$13.99 now.
Yeah,
That's
inflation's
stupid.
through the fucking roof.
4-piece though.
Well, yeah,
Four-piece.
it's because fucking minimum wage went way the fuck
Yeah,
up. dog.
dude, man. Like I was talking to somebody saying earlier in Austin, them fucking like in the past 2 years, rent's gone up almost $1,200. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I went to the store the other day and got a Monster, a cup of ice, and a goddamn Twinkie, and it was like $14. And I was like, yo, this is like something I just have on like not even a lunch break, like on a motherfucking like stop snack, and like, yo, if that's someone's minimum wage, that's an hour's worth of work for that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? What's going on? How do people have kids?
I don't know.
Diapers are expensive. My mom just
Everything's
let me shit in,
expensive,
like a
dude.
washable diaper.
It's expensive to even be a human, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It is.
Yeah, but it feels so good in the middle when it's pink.
Anyways,
Anyways, let's get back to my boy Abel here. So tell it. All right, so just kind of give us a rundown. I know we were talking about the prison thing. So what happened? We'll just fucking take us from day one,
Yeah,
dude.
you
What's
take us
going
all
on?
right, man.
This
So-
is your story, dude. We're here for it.
So I was moving a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Got caught up.
Yeah.
Got busted. You know, most people on their first time, they get probation or whatever.
Slap on the
You
wrist.
know, yeah. Well, I got 8 years. Did that.
On your first time?
Yeah. Did 7.5.
Why? Because you're ethnic?
You could say that.
Okay, in a country town, and then they hit.
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys caught in the country. What small town was it?
Wilson County.
Wilson County.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was crazy, man. So I'm heading to the prison. And on the way, I'm like, man, what's the best job on the unit, you know?
You're on the bus with like.
On the bus, just
Yeah.
like the movies. When you're on the bus and you're looking out the window and you see all the prisoners, you know?
Were you scared? Like, oh, I'm about to get raped for sure.
Nah.
Yeah, it didn't cross your mind.
I have
it
too
crossed
many-
Bobby's mind.
I had
several
too many
times.
family members that been there, so I was like, I'm good, you know?
I was worried about it until I started playing football for the team. You seen the longest yard?
Yeah. So I get in there and they told me a barber was the best job, man. If you cut the warden's hair, you're good.
And what penitentiary was it?
Garza West.
So
You know where
that's
SPM was? That song Garza West?
yeah.
Yeah, right there.
That's your homie, right?
That's our cousin, dude.
We came up on that motherfucker. You know?
Yeah, I did too. Growing up, I lost my virginity to "Must Be High" in the back of this girl's
Oh, yeah.
Ford Escape. Yeah. It was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
So you're on the bus. You're like, yo, I don't want to work out in this fucking heat. What's or you just didn't know. You're like, yo, what's the best job? And they're like, yo, be a fucking. You
barber.
hadn't touched clippers prior
Never.
to that. So you
Nothing.
weren't people cutting people's hair in their garage and shit growing up.
Nothing.
I used to get faded up with my homies in the garage all the time.
Nothing.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Nothing. So
Nothing.
you get in there, they give you some clippers. What's up?
I can't even turn them on. And
Oh,
I'm like, fuck. So what do, you know? So I know what my man's supposed to look like. I know how to clean them
So
up.
you had to fucking cut the warden right out of the gate?
Yeah.
That's your test.
That's my test. I either go to the worst prison in West Texas where it's hot as hell, or stay there and have the most.
So you got one shot.
luxurious-
You got
Yeah.
one shot not to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Because if you botch the warden, you're done.
You're fucked.
You're fucked.
So
Okay.
he'll ship you. So say you live in, just say Beeville, where Garza West is at, right?
Yeah.
You know, your family's not gonna drive 9 hours to go see you, so they'll ship you to the other side of Texas, all the way to the other prison, and that's where you're stationed now. You don't know nobody.
You're fucked.
Complete. There's no. Yeah.
And back
no-
then, could you like when I know like in the commissary shit, they can send you money to put on like a card, right? Is that how it works? Like where like to get shit at commissary? and
Yeah,
shit?
they put it in your books, and
But back then they didn't have PayPal for shit like that, right? You had to go up there and physically mail cash or mail a cashier. How did it work?
well,
back
they
then?
had JPay. They
They had JPay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like 2011, so
Okay.
they had JPay.
And you got 8 years.
yes.
And so you get in there, you cut the warden's hair, you knock it out of the park. What happened? Tell me.
He told me go eat with the officers, do whatever you want to do.
Nah, you got a
Yeah.
free pass as soon as you got
Oh
there.
yeah, man, he was picking me up in his car and taking me to his house to cut his kids.
Damn, dude.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
You got in there, boy.
God damn,
So-
so, like swimwear.
After that, I'm, other guards come, they want a flat top, they want all kinds of shit, and I cut it. So this one story, this guy goes, "Do you know how to do a flat top?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." So he sits down and I do it, and he's like, "Next time somebody asks you, say no." But they can't do shit. They're just a CO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was good. I mean, I could fuck all of them up, but
The warden is where you had
Yeah,
to make your
that's-
money.
Did
That's
you give him
it.
a flat top and a little bit of the top of his head was poking out over it?
Look like Gerald from
I
Hey
didn't
Arnold.
even-
You know what I'm saying? Skeeter from Doug.
I didn't even know what a flat top was supposed to look like, honestly.
Yeah.
That's how. So
You got Gary, a good one over here. Put the camera on you, Gary. That's
Gary, flip it back. Dude, you have a terrible receding hairline,
That's
though.
a fucking flat top.
Look
right
like
there,
you had
like
your head out the window the entire ride here.
yeah.
Hello? Your mic on? Okay. So you cut the warden's hair to get in and eating with officers. I mean, give me some love. So, like, what kind of fuck is it? Everything we're reading books I see on these shows? I mean, people fucking people up left and right. I mean, tell me, did you have to join a gang? What was the ins and outs
So-
here, bro?
After a while, I started cutting hair. I got good at it. So,
Yeah. How long would you say? How many years in or days in when you were like, yo, Nard, I got the hang of this shit?
probably about 2.
And when you were cutting all like white dudes, Mexican dudes, black dudes, you were cutting
Everything,
everybody. So
yeah.
you don't have a choice. It ain't like you got a specialty. They
No.
come to how many barbers were in that prison?
Just like 2 other barbers.
2 other barbers.
For the
So you
officers?
started becoming the mainstay. Motherfuckers like trying to cut the line, trying to come see
Yeah.
you to get a cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, at the end of my time, I got all the way to the regional director, like, over every prison in Texas.
You're cutting him.
Yeah.
You're cutting the warden of the wardens.
Yes.
Damn near.
He only answers to the governor of Greg Abbott. So, That's all he answers to.
God damn. So you probably got all kind of special treatment and stuff, huh?
Oh
Like,
man,
I mean, like you
you
got
wouldn't believe it.
yeah,
Dairy
and no one
Queen.
could fuck with you too. You're protected by
Nobody.
the.
So,
So
if
you
somebody,
didn't have to join a gang.
no,
Basically, you
exactly.
were gang with the correction officers.
Yes.
Basically, like you got the
Yes.
warden like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and fuck, let's say you did have to. Let's say you ended up cutting Greg Abbott's hair. He's already sitting in a barber chair that has wheels on it.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, did you just make a joke, Bobby?
Oh,
God damn. Okay, okay.
So yeah, man. So I was I just got up there and they would bring me dip,
Oh no shit.
phones,
Just living.
whatever I needed, I didn't go to the commissary store, I'd have
But I bet you gotta have some jealous motherfuckers in there too.
Oh,
trying
man,
like
bro.
what? Tell me some shit like that. Like how they fucking with you then.
Oh yeah. So there's a thing called I-60s, right? They call them I-snitchties.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they're like trustees, kind of.
So it's like a paper, like say you're fucking up, right? And there's a snitch in the dorm. So they'll write to the wardens or to the OIG or whatever and tell on you, but secretly.
Unanimously.
Unanimously,
yeah.
exactly. So they'll tell on you. and,
Ominous. It's not unanimously. I'm gonna fuck.
it's
It's anonymously. Yeah.
you had me saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's how I see it. It's how you say it, dude. You can be wrong. Just say it correctly. Hitler ruled a whole nation of people by just screaming.
I mean, I know what you meant.
No, actually, fun fact though, I did learn this the other day. Hitler, think about it like this. Hitler ruled that whole nation, but Germany was one of the first countries in the world to actually have like microphones and speakers when they had a public speech. So think about that for the first
Harman
time.
Kardon, dude.
Like you never heard it. Yeah, you never heard it in your entire life. You never heard any kind of pitch like being projected that way. And he comes on, he's like, or however he talked. You know what I'm saying? And like that's. Anyways, that's it. Don't take us down, YouTube. Anyways, so they write these little things out. What they be saying? What they be like? They try to get you hemmed up.
So on me, the one that was written on me when I had parole and I already had made parole, that's when you don't let nobody know you're getting out,
Yeah. Because then they try to fuck with you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Try to fuck your date up.
So you have the officers, they're state police. They don't work for nobody either. They're kind of just by the state.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of I-60s written on me saying I was talking to this person, talking to this person.
Talking like
officers,
like
girls,
women.
yeah,
Oh, like
yeah.
the girl chicks. Yeah.
Yes, and man, they ship your ass for that.
They'll
quick.
sit really.
Oh yeah, but they never did. I eventually made it to a camp, and it was AC and
Kickback.
man.
When you
Down
got
there.
out, were you still cutting hair like for the guard? Would they come see you on their days off
Yeah.
and shit? Like
So the warden would drive to the salon that I'm at and still get his hair cut.
no shit. So you
Yes.
had it like that, dude.
Yeah.
Clipper game on fucking strong.
Oh yeah. It was good. It was just like you see a bunch of suicides. You see a bunch of
Yeah, what were you telling me something about old boy plugging in the fucking tattoo machine and catching on fire? What happened there?
Oh no. So he was hooking up a tattoo machine for his buddy.
Yeah.
So they run a straight wire to the sockets. They put it in a bowl of water and they do all kinds of shit and then they add another wire to it. So he was getting out in 6 days, man.
And he's going to
6
tattoo this
days.
homie.
And he wasn't even going to do the tattoo or hook or anything. He just hooked it up for them. So I'm on my bunk. I'm on bunk 32. He was bunk 45. So he's about like a couple bunks over. He's under them trying to hook it up into the socket. So his buddy walks by and like taps him like, hey, what's up? And his buddy gets like,
Electrocuted.
yeah. So what happened was I guess he touched the metal bunk under there.
And it
And he
wasn't
was
grounded.
fried, man.
He didn't so it just electrocuted him to death right there and there.
Yes. And nobody knew because it's so loud in there. There's what, 65 bunks in there?
Yeah. So that's gin pop shit. Like y'all ain't even in like a little cell one by,
Not at that time.
No, y'all are fucking probably
you're-
overpopulated
you have-
shit.
So so this is you have a hand length away from your next bunk. My hand length. That's it.
That's it?
I measured it. Yeah. So say the next dude beside me is like a fat, sweaty dude that
You
stinks.
smelling it.
I'm moving him. I'm going to get him out of there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just move him and get somebody I like there, That's just how I had it. It came out good, man, because, you need that in there.
Yeah.
'Cause they house you with whoever. So
A lot of fights and shit. Like, did you have to? I mean, I guess not so much
Oh,
you because
yeah.
you'd have to squabble because you
I
were-
watched all the fights.
Yeah.
It was
Is it
good.
real big gang mentality in there though? Like everybody
That's
clicks
all
up.
it is, man.
It is like how
That's
they say
all
it
it
is.
is,
Like
yeah.
you fucking deep in it and like, can the Mexicans talk with the whites, blacks talk with, or is it kind of confined to race only?
No, they talk.
They talk. I mean, I'm sure they like moved contraband and shit between one another too. Huh? But
yeah.
like, you see it sometimes on TV shows that like Mexicans are only supposed to stay with Mexicans, blacks only with blacks, whites with whites. Like, You can still intermingle like amongst
yeah.
race and shit, right? That ain't
You're not supposed to really gamble against them.
why.
Because it causes
Causes
controversy.
controversy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I first got there, I think it was like my third day. One of my neighbors was a black dude, and he gave me like soup because your money doesn't get on your books immediately. You have to wait for your ID card and all kinds of stuff. So he gave me a couple soups and stuff like that. So when I got mine, I did the same back. You know, we ate together, whatever. And then one time I came back from lunch, man, and about 9 Mexican dudes came and they held up a sheet in the corner, and we're like, "Hey, man, like you got to lift your hands up. You know, we're about to discipline you." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know, out of nowhere
For soups, bro.
for eating with him.
For interacting.
And he said it was making them look bad.
What'd you tell him?
And I was like, hell nah, I'm not part of your gang. You know what I mean? You don't have to listen if you're not part of a gang, but
Yeah.
when shit goes down, you're solo. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they squabble. You had to squabble with 9 motherfuckers or what?
No,
happened?
no, just one. So he was like, put your hands up, right? So I'm putting my hands up. And as he like was about to swing, I just swung on him. We rolled
Popped
around
his
and
ass,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah. And
Boy.
yeah. Hit a couple bunks, you know. Because like I said, they're a
You're
hand,
close.
They're a
Yeah,
hand, and in the corner, so the other Mexican dudes were just holding the sheet, you know. So they were gonna each take turns with me for 13 seconds each.
No, not a chance. Oh, that's the
No. Yeah. So when I didn't let that happen, they
You just
they
swung on
didn't
that
fuck with me,
motherfucker. Was
yeah.
that the biggest one? He was
No,
like,
actually he wasn't. He was a little dude. Yeah. But he was their speaker. So a
Yeah.
speaker is like you have your white gang, you have a speaker. You have your Mexican gang, you have a speaker, and you have a black gang, whatever. And you know, Mexican mafia, all that stuff, you have the speakers.
Are there different gangs within the Mexican community, blacks and shit? Is it
there's a lot.
subpart out? So they're all tied together by color and race, right? But then there's substructures of the gangs within, you know, the race, huh?
Right. Yeah.
So like be like Mexican mafia or like MS-13. There's like different subsets of them, right?
There's different. So like the
Do they fight amongst each other too or not?
all the time?
All the time? Yeah.
Like the biggest war is like it's the Tango Blast. So it's like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and Fort Worth. They all click up to go against the gangs like the Mexican Mafia and stuff like that. So they click up to go against them. That was what their gang was made for.
Yeah.
You know, what they say, and then it turned out not to be like that. But so yeah, so when they see each other, it's supposed to be, you know, fight on sight, which is green light. Like
Just boom.
SOS,
hey,
yeah.
Yeah, show up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Send an addy.
yeah.
Send an addy, Bobby.
So it was a lot of that, man. But in there, once you get to once you're there, everybody's trying to chill. Everybody's trying to make parole, go home.
Yeah, because you don't
Right.
want to be there. I mean, but there are lifers that don't give a shit, huh? Surely, right?
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers just about causing
I
problems.
was
Are those the people that fuck with people most?
so there was a guy, he was a big old fat white dude, and he was make all these pig noises at night, man. It was wild.
What?
Like yeah.
Really?
Exactly.
That's nuts.
So this
You've
was
literally done that to me in Dallas and cock blocked me. It's just so everyone will realize
we're not talking about that.
you've still done that.
So this was at the Walls unit, you know, where they execute you.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and I'm there for like 2 weeks. This is more at the end of it when I'm about to get out. And so he's right beside me, and he's like getting dressed and then getting undressed, and then doing the same thing over, and then standing up and being like, "What the fuck, motherfucker?" But talking to nobody, right?
Yo, he's retarded.
So
He got shit wrong with him.
Yeah, so I'm in there with him, which I'm not supposed to be, but they were overpopulated, so they threw me in there. And I'm like, what I'm on the top bunk like this, like, what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just getting up, getting dressed, tying his shoe. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sitting back down, taking it all off, laying down, getting back up. And I'm like, this motherfucker, you know? So, anyways, I finally had to tell him, like, hey, what's going on, man? Like,
You good?
yeah, you good? Because let me know.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to hit me in my sleep. That's
Yeah.
the worst thing ever. So, anyways, I got to talking to him. He was all right, but he actually killed a cop. He was smoking crack with the cop. And the
shit.
Was this
Yeah.
it? Was this while he
This
was already
was-
locked up?
No, this was at the house.
Oh shit.
He was smoking crack with the cop, and his wife was about to come home. You know, he had a normal job. Nobody knew he was a crackhead or whatever like that. And the
Yeah.
cop didn't want to leave. He's like, bro, you got to go.
My wife's about to be here, son.
Yeah. So they start fighting in the restroom, and he stabs him with a screwdriver right through the ear.
God damn.
So what he does is I guess he hides. I don't know what he does. He hides the body, or whatever, right? And then there was a reward out for whoever killed him, right? So
Don't tell me his wife turned him in.
no, his dad. He told his dad, "Hey man,
I fucked this dude
I want to
up.
get this truck, and I know where that dude's body is."
Oh, he tried to parlay the motherfucker.
He tried to parlay him. So the dad goes to the jail thinking he's just gonna say where it's at, and they're gonna let him go. Like, go ahead, all right.
Here's your reward.
Here's your reward money. Go do what you want. So he goes to the jail. He tells them everything, whatever. And they say, well, hold up. How do you know this, Eventually, he flipped on his son, and that's why he was in there. But he wanted that money to buy a fucking $2,500
Yo, his
fucked
dad
up Dodge.
sold him out, bro? It was $2,500?
I don't know, but the truck that he wanted to buy was $2,500.
So he sold him out for a $2,500.
He said, I want that old Dodge.
a used truck.
Let's see an old Dodge. Let's do a little something here, young Jamie. What about what year Dodge? Do you know?
I have no
Let's
idea.
just type in $2,500 Dodge for sale on the internet in 2011.
$2,500, yeah.
Like I said, once again, we're just getting started. We're going to figure out the dynamics. Oh, yeah, hey. Oh, yeah.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. That'll work. It's inflation. You got to remember, these prices are inflated now.
Oh, no, that ain't it.
Yeah. No?
No, this was probably 15 years ago, man, that he did that.
Single cab fucking standard.
This was one of them ones that you got the hood tied down with the cord,
Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah.
like
yeah.
and you hook it to the side of the right above the tires.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Gary, what do you drive? You drive a Chevy, ain't it? What's your license plate number? No, that's good. Okay, so he sells. So you're in there. But he was a decent dude. He just got fucking caught up in some wrong shit with his daddy.
I didn't say he was decent. That motherfucker scared me all night, man.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Right.
Bobby, you
Like-
ever been to jail?
Yeah, but I mean, just county.
County,
for like,
yeah,
I
right,
mean,
yeah.
what? 2 days.
Yeah, that
max.
shit. Yeah. Did we not start the timer? I don't even know how long we've been going.
That's all good.
27 minutes.
We're rolling.
Perfect. We're rolling. Grab me another beer. Let's get another beer. Let's break
Oh,
in,
yeah.
boys. I got this naked lady. What does it say? Clearwater Beach, Florida. Her name's Claire. She's a personal friend of mine. She actually got hit by a train not too long ago. She's in a home now.
Sir.
Nice young lady, though. All right, let's pop a top here. I mean, hey. Gary, would you like one? Gary's been sober for 16 months. And,
Yeah, I'll take one.
He's gonna get back on the wagon because we don't, Pass her on down, dude.
Yeah, it was like I seen some horrible suicides, man.
Yeah?
That's terrible, bro.
What,
That shit is
Right there,
definitely
right.
traumatizing.
Well, I wouldn't say right in front of me, but one of my buddies. He went to visit.
Just spilling salt all over the ground over there.
Yeah, we got maid service comes in here.
You gonna
I already paid for a maid service. And I signed the fucking waiver. Hey, we're fine. Go ahead, bub.
So he went to visitation, right? And it was his mom, his dad, and that's it. Not his girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So you walk in there, and your little heart drops. Like, where the fuck is she
Where's
at?
my girl?
Where's she at?
Oh, no.
I've been there before, you know?
Oh, no. You had a chick while you was in the can?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, man, what's that like?
It's horrible. It's stressful.
It's horrible.
It's stressful. You already know.
Can you, you write and, how often they sneak cell phones and shit in there? Well, I guess back then, cell phones they were, 2011 you said he went in 2000?
Oh, they were in there.
They were in there? Okay.
But
It wasn't like smartphones like nowadays.
No,
though.
where you could, FaceTime and shit, huh?
Oh, you can. So say you're a CO.
You could FaceTime in 20. Oh, you were in there for 7 years.
Yeah. So a little over 7. It was more like 8,
When'd you get out? What year?
2020.
Oh, so you just got out.
I've been out, yeah, like 2.5
You're doing
years.
good now. You're straight laced now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Clean
make-
shaven. Now you just make a haircut money.
this guy gives me 150 a haircut. You think I?
Oh yeah.
How we doing?
You know?
Hey, we're doing better. We're doing
Yeah.
better.
I mean, so yeah. But yeah, he went to visitation, right? And he didn't see no girlfriend. So he asked his mom, where's she at? This
Yeah.
guy gets out in 4 months.
Oh man.
And she said, I don't think she, in that little Mexican voice, I don't think she came because she had a hickey, being real,
Oof. You got to figure that shit out from your mama. Your mama got to tell you that, bro. Oh,
Yikes.
Bro.
man.
So he was in my dorm at At this time, I was at a different unit. You know, you can only stay at Guards of West 2 years.
Oh, so is that
It's a transfer facility.
okay? So you're just like a holding for until you go
Until
okay.
they station you where you want to go.
Yeah.
So
You don't get a choice, right? Like you can't just say hey,
Hell
that's
no.
got a better view than the other.
No.
Place. You understand? It don't work like that. Okay.
so you're laying down and they call your bunk number and they tell you pack of shit. You're gone on the bus. You don't know where.
Damn.
So he went back to the dorm. He laid there. He was kind of stressed out, listening to the radio. Didn't talk to nobody. You know when somebody's in a fucked up world.
mood, yeah, from a girl or something like that.
So
Just a funk. You're just like, all right.
Yeah. I said Bobby been doing it for the past 3 days. I
Their,
thought that boy's gonna commit suicide. Dude.
Better
their,
watch out.
their vibe will bring you down.
Yeah, it's negativity.
Negativity. And it was
Yeah.
just like a fucking black cloud in that room. Like
You could feel something.
you could
coming
feel.
on. Yeah.
So he goes to work the next day because we all got to go to work. So they dropped me off at the barbershop. This time I was a trustee. So I was at a barbershop right by the highway. So I can cut the officers' kids' hair and families' hair so they can come in there and get free haircuts. So it's off the unit.
Hold on real quick. Let me pause you real quick. Listen here, Dean. I'm in the middle of my damn podcast. What do you need, baby boy? Yeah, I'm gonna. Y'all can still go ahead and start filming. I mean, we're running late over here. We just got started. We're like, I still got about another hour over here, so we're running behind. It'd be all right, dude. As soon as y'all get it in, I'll film some stuff with Tom tomorrow or some shit like that. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. Love you. Bye. Give off. Shout out to Eli, Cricket Guy. If you want me to be on a commercial, dude, just pay me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, just pay me. It's pretty simple, dude. I'm not asking for much. Time is money, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're beyond favors out here. But yeah.
So okay, yeah. So he takes he goes to sleep or whatever, and we all got to go to work. You know.
Yeah.
They dropped me off at the barbershop. They dropped him off at the church. He was a church janitor, the prison church. You know.
Okay.
So
I didn't know they had churches in prison, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, everybody goes.
Everybody goes.
Yeah. So about an hour passed. Right, we're at work,
Yeah.
and you hear that siren. You know that lockdown siren.
The little fucking horn. They call that the trumpet, right? Or
Everybody,
I don't know if they call that. but
Everybody has to drop. You drop
Did
down.
you just make that up?
I did. Like the trumpet of God, when in the Bible they talk about in Revelations, you hear that horn.
Seventh trumpet.
Seventh trumpet. Is it the seventh or is this Michael?
Seventh.
Is it seventh trumpet? Look at my boy Bobby. That's why I got him over there, baby.
That's why God loves me.
Let's be real, dude. Let's hold up a sec.
But they drop you down whenever the seventh horn sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight on the floor. You gotta wait there. You can't move. So they figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So they picked us all up in a van, took us to the camp, locked us down. And we're like, what the hell? They're like, well, there's somebody missing, you know, off account. We don't know where they're at. So they search, you know, and because they do a count every hour or every 2 hours. So they know, hey, there's 2,000 people on this unit and there's only 1,999, you know.
Yeah.
So they search for him, man. And they go into the church where he worked and they couldn't find him. They go into his little janitor's office and he was hanging right there in the closet.
Hanging, strung himself up.
Strung himself up. So get this. So in prison, you're never pronounced dead in prison.
Why is that? Tell me why.
So because it'll be like a liability on them, and it'll be
You can't get pronounced
you know,
dead until you get to the hospital.
This man was hanging for 2 hours. He was black, like he was
Discolored.
dead.
No oxygen to the brain. He's dead.
So guess what they call his mom and say? They tell her, your son was found unconscious, and
Yikes.
we're trying to resuscitate him, and he's on the way to the hospital. So they have a contract with the ambulance called like Angel Care or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess they're all into it. You know, they're pumping you. You're fucking stiff as board. And so we see this, and
Gary, can you look up how long it takes for the human body to set in for rigor mortis?
yeah.
I just want to know that off the top. Like, you know, it's like, because that's the thing. Like, when you die, your body becomes like,
Oh,
stiff as
yeah.
a board. Like, that's a
Stiff
real
as-
thing. I just want to know. I don't really know that for to be a fact. What's it saying?
Well, I'll let you know. He can keep going. with the
Okay,
story.
sorry. Okay.
Okay. So they called his mom, and they told her, you know,
Wait, another thing. Do we have any weed?
Yeah.
You have some on you, like already rolled?
Not already rolled. I was going to wait till after we're going over it and shit. But I mean, whatever.
Can we do it in the middle podcast? Or is that frowned upon?
What's that?
Can we smoke weed mid podcast?
go for it.
I mean, but is it going to be taken down or I don't know?
No, well, while he's talking, I'll roll it.
Get a
up.
tray or something? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so they called his mom. They told her whatever. So when he gets to the hospital, then they finally pronounce him dead as a suicide, whatever like that. Same thing they did with the man that electrocuted himself. They said he was high
Oh,
and was trying to smoke K2 in there and did it that way. But that's not really what happened.
All right, here's the answer to this question here. It says rigor mortis appears approximately 2 hours after death.
so he's been hanging for 2 hours.
Hold on. Progresses to the limbs over the next few hours, coming to completion between 6 to 8 hours after death. So he's probably starting in the jaw and stuff like that.
Like your joints and shit. You're locked up. Like, okay.
Oh,
Anyways. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to
Yeah. So by the time they found him, he was beyond gone.
Yeah, he was actually black. Like his skin was turning black. Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah. So when I worked in the warden's office, I would see all the pictures of the suicides. So there was this other guy in Seg that slit his throat and then hung himself.
God.
And you have to have the inmates go clean that up, because they're the janitors.
Janitorial code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy cut his throat too.
No, this is a different one.
Oh.
There's another guy. This was one in Seg. He had life, so he probably, I couldn't, I don't know about slicing your throat and stuff, but.
That's fucking. Let's pivot. Let's get a little dark here. Or should we keep going? I mean,
It's interesting to me.
It really is interesting to me too. I mean,
the
we
fact
do a
that-
comedy podcast. Well, there'll be some fun laughs and loving controversy here, but this is just too interesting. I love this type of shit. This is real shit.
Well, what was interesting to me that I wanted to ask was, you said that this guy's like his whole body, all of his skin. Is that what happens when you're dead that
Well,
long?
I think when
oxygen,
you
bro.
cut off when you
circulation.
cut off the oxygen and like to your brain and shit. Like, I mean, if he's sitting there hanging for 12, think of the tension on that neck. I know the bruising around your neck's going to start turning black.
Right.
Your face is probably purple and blue. So I mean, your skin just for all the
He starts dying.
I don't know
basically.
that's, but I mean that's how I'd imagine just hanging there. That's fucking nuts. But to not pronounce him dead.
Well, that's
that's the part that's like
I respect the hustle though, because that's smart on the prison's part.
Oh
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. I don't knock them, but I mean, you gotta. This is everybody. I mean, I'm talking about one guy. He was in the Mexican mafia and he was buying heroin in there, so they found out. So they went and they beat him to death.
the
other Mexican mafia members. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the correctional officers. Like, holy shit. No.
No.
The other gang, his gang members.
Yeah, they went in. 'cause
How accessible in your time in that prison is drugs accessible? Like, would you say? Like, is it pretty easy? Or in like I know you probably trade in commissary or money or whatever, but what's sought after in there?
I heard they fucking can get it all.
Somehow.
And it's usually
Yeah.
coming in through.
through the letters. So the drugs, like the hardcore drugs, they'll liquid down and pour it on a paper and dry it out and then write a letter.
No shit.
But don't they have cops check? I guess maximum security.
But how do you?
probably.
Yeah, but how do you check that?
How do you
Like,
extract that from the paper? Do you know the
you
process?
put it in your mouth?
And so it's like eating acid, like eating a tab.
Yeah.
Just same kind of.
Yeah, and
So there's no way for them to test if that.
Well,
I'm
Coming
sure
in through
there
letters.
is.
There's droplets you can take for like on a sheet of paper. You can drop special kinds of liquid that will like illuminate through under certain types of light.
okay.
And shit. There's because I've seen it on them shows, the maximum state prisons. You know, the hardcore motherfuckers. When notes come in, they open the letters and they'll put them under certain types of light with liquid and shit to see if that fucking paper's laced with anything. There's ways
Okay.
around.
yeah,
Okay.
they have like, there's most of the snitches are in prison. Like they're gonna tell.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going- Like say somebody didn't give somebody some shit, then they're mad. They're sour about that shit.
Fuck
So they're
yeah.
gonna fucking write that I-60 and send it in
And
then,
get them caught.
Yeah. So, but a lot of the guards. So, say you were an officer there, and somebody wanted a cricket phone, right? A little $20 cricket phone. I'm talking about just call and text, and the text takes 5 hours to load. You get $2,500.
God damn, dude. Yeah, it's still rolling. That was weird.
Hey,
That's never happened.
Hey, that's the goddamn prison system trying to shut us down.
Oh
We're telling secrets.
So, hey, I would let people know. Well, I'll just do it real quick. We had a little technical difficulty.
Little glitch.
We're back. Something shorted out over here with the with all the energy in the room.
The energy, yeah, a lot of energy. So you're saying the snitches will write out to get them caught up if they get fucked on a.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I wanted to add to this, I just since you were talking about it, I thought this was pretty cool the other day. So, I get like a shit ton of DMs every day, blah, blah, blah. I got to sift through them, see what are gigs, see who's what and what. But I read everything pretty much, And this fucking dude hit me up, and I can't remember if it was from like Montana, Wyoming, or
Make sure that mic's pointed.
Yeah, right here. But I can't remember if it was I don't remember what exact state, but he's like, hey man, I just want to say, huge fan of your shit, your content. He said we got a cell phone smuggled in one of these prisons up here. Me and the boys watch your shit all the time and give us a good laugh in the system. I'm like, look, I'm not no Johnny Cash in Folsom Prison, but I mean, if it's making somebody's day better in a shitty situation, that's a win for me. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
You can't buy money, can't buy that. I like that kind of shit.
I bet you do. I bet you like scrubbing the floors whenever that soap falls out of your hands too. You fucking bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, dude! Why you look like you just got done changing oil? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh man. But anyways, the snitches will ride it out. You know, so they're trying to get you caught. Now, but I'm saying as far as like, what were like the prices of some of like, weed, coke? I mean, what is it all? I know it varies, but like, what is like your typical? Do you remember offhand? Because I know you weren't doing this shit in there, huh? You were pretty clean in there.
I stayed clean. I had to stay straight and narrow in there.
And you did how many years exactly? Because you were
about 7 3/4.
And you were fucking scheduled for 8 or 9.
8.
8. So you got out a couple months early. Damn, so you did it all for fucking moving.
Honestly, I think the damn wardens had something to do with keeping me there.
Because you cut hair so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Wow, think about.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, that's what I think. Because I didn't get no cases. I didn't get nothing.
You're like a
that.
real life version of The Longest Yard, except for
We can't let you go. Hey, Adam Sandler, we can't let you go.
Yeah, so they kept me in there, man, and I did almost all of it. So I got out. I only had like 6 months on parole.
Now, you were telling me the other day we was coming here. When you got out, you still owed some fine gentlemen some money.
Oh yeah,
from before going in there.
Yeah,
and they didn't try to collect while you was in jail, or they didn't try to collect it. But when you got out, what happened?
Well, this was actually right before.
Okay,
I went in.
Okay. Oh, this happened before.
Yeah, so I owed them $2,300. So I don't know if my mom's watching, but they went to her garage sale.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so,
and they messaged you.
They sent me a picture.
Oh my god! How scary were you? I mean, you were like, "Holy, they're in my front of my mama's house."
I was just like, they live in fucking Dallas, like it's far away. So, I got some time once they start calling. So I left. I told my girls like, "Let's go to San Antonio, whatever." So,
now, had you already been convicted, or you knew you was gonna go to the jail?
I knew it.
You knew you was going.
I knew it. So I was just like, I really didn't care. But some other people that were selling some stuff got busted and lost the money. So
it falls on you.
It falls on me
because you there. You're the
yeah. So they went to my mom's because I didn't answer. So when I first met them, I met them over there at my mom's.
Oh motherfucker!
She don't know this either. But yeah. So we went to. She was having a garage sale. She sells stuff, all kinds of stuff, whatever. So they
the most innocent like.
Oh yeah,
abuelita activity.
She got nothing to do with it, dude.
She don't know what
she's selling. Jesus candles in the front yard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
She's probably trying to give these motherfuckers a deal.
Yeah, she's trying to hook them up.
So they send me a fucking picture like, "Hey, this is some nice stuff your mom got."
Oh, buddy boy.
So I say like, "Hey, go ahead and meet me at the house. I'll give you. I had a Escalade that was paid off."
2006?
2006. Back in 2000.
I mean, 18s or 20s?
Yeah.
18s, but you keep them clean?
They were 20s.
They were 20s? Okay.
They were 20s.
Okay.
But I didn't want to stick out like that. I didn't have the old Buick with the 24-inch donkey.
Fucking a chopper.
With the blades.
I'm not going to ride around on exactly.
Elbows poking eyes.
Yeah. Scrape the curve when I'm parking type shit.
Yes. So they sent me that picture, bro, and I'm like, fuck. I got my Escalade. Paid off. Take it.
Just have it. Because you ain't got no cash in you on. No, not like that.
Not like
just where at your disposal right there, huh?
Yeah, like the people that were making my money had got popped. So it was
okay.
And I told them, don't take no firearms because you're going to get raided. They go take a fucking stolen firearm, and then the cops go after it, and they raid them, and they found them with that.
Yes. And they instantly snitched on you.
No, they didn't snitch on me.
No.
But
your money stopped coming in.
But the money that he had and the shit that he had,
all gone. All product, everything gone.
You can't tell some big ass Mexican dudes that
you're
responsible.
They work for you, right? They like the guys under you work for you. So
Yeah, so
you're
you're
responsible of
yeah.
their product and their income.
That's it right there. See that second one on the second row?
That's the actual one.
That's it exactly. Hey, it was pearl white too.
Oh yeah, the clean. I always thought you'd be in a black Escalade for some reason.
No.
Tinted windows. No, you just
I gotta kind of look kind of normal, bro.
yeah.
I'm,
Because
I'm already fucking Mexican.
When you flex, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you were telling me that, like, when motherfuckers out here like showing it out like that, that's just more probable cause get your ass pulled over.
That's bringing the heat on.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, blend in.
blend
in.
I cut Lazer's hair for what, a year, and he didn't know shit about anything.
Right.
Boy drives a regular truck. He told me he spotlight deer off the side of the road. I mean, I know my man. I know my man would kill some deer off the side of the road. Hell, I'll do that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, no, that's crazy.
And they took it. They let me get my system out of it though. You know, the 212 solar barrack.
Yeah.
Fucking amp.
Hey, yo, can I get my CD player?
Yeah. But I kept the title. They took off with it and they sold it in Dallas. So cops start calling me and they're like, "Hey, bro, you're fucking went on a high-speed chase and did a hit and run." And I'm like, no, it ain't me. I sold it to somebody that I don't fucking know off the side of the road, and I cleared that up. But it got impounded eventually. I tried to go back and get it like a dumbass. But I didn't know if you're on the insurance, you can get it out. You don't need the title.
Really?
Yeah, you don't need no title. So I'm on the way to Dallas to try to pull a slick one, and they fucking got it right back.
Oh, you got it out and they took it right from you again?
No, I tried to go get it, but by the time I got there,
they had already swooped it.
Because all you do need is insurance. They don't ever ask for a title at a
All
time.
right, you don't know that. You don't even have insurance in your car, dude. Okay, so please stop coming at us like that, dude.
All right.
Okay, talk about things you know. Gary, Google that.
Okay, relax.
I used to sell insurance. All right?
Jake from State Farm over here, dude. Relax.
but
Pedro from State Farm.
hey, the guys that got it though, they gave me the go ahead. They were like, "Go ahead and get it, man. We sold it for $7,000."
Oh, so they done made money. Yeah. They got you 23.
They didn't give a fuck.
And interest.
They didn't give a shit.
Yeah. You get out here and obviously you've acquired a new set of skills. You just,
Yeah.
fighting people up and shit. So being a felon like that, I mean, you can't just, and you ain't got no, proof of income because you ain't making money in prison cutting off. So
Nothing.
you got to start cutting out of your house.
No
out your
credit,
garage.
no
Yeah,
nothing.
You got to start over.
Bro, my credit was fucking 500, I think, when I got out.
Damn.
But now it's
still
like
better than my dad's
no,
credit.
it's like a 7 now. So I mean,
it's honestly they say it's better to have no credit, or it's better to have bad credit than there's no credit at all, though. Because it's harder to get a loan with no proof. Even if you got, they'll still work with you if you got shit credit.
And if you have cash or some other sort of tangible.
To it. So you get out.
yeah.
Did you go back? You didn't go back. Didn't? Because I thought for some reason I thought you told me you got out and you got on parole and you fucked up parole and you had to go back in.
I did.
Okay, tell us that.
But that was in between.
Okay, so you got out. That's what I was asking about this.
So I got out 2015, like at the end.
Mm-hmm. And you had been in prison how long at that point? 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years.
And I went right back in 17 at the beginning.
What
very
happened?
beginning.
What happened? You just violated parole?
Um.
God
So
damn,
it was
boy, there
like
ain't
a
nothing you
fucking-
can't do. Son of a bitch.
So but yeah. So anyways, I do. Can we edit that part out?
Yeah.
We'll sit down and timestamp everything.
I beat that case. So yeah, and no joke. You could air with investigated me though. I could tell you that part. Yeah. So I'm in there and to the jail to question me.
About what?
Well, I had a little tampering with evidence case. I threw some weed out the window, ate it, and they fucking got me because I'm on parole.
Oh shit. Okay.
Comes in and they're like, "Hey, we heard you were printing counterfeit money." And I looked at them in the fucking eyes, and I kind of looked to the left or the right. I don't know what I did, but I did that. And he goes, "You're fucking lying to me. You look to the left, and that's your creative side of your mind. Don't bullshit me."
Yeah,
And I
so
said,
they have a
"What
lot of
the
that psychological warfare. There's lie indicators that they do. They go through training for shit like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Wait. I got a question though. Why was the ones coming after you? I thought they.
So they deal with counterfeiting.
It's a ETFA or what?
No,
The
it's
ATF is alcohol, tobacco,
ATF
firearms.
is guns and alcohol. But deals with the counterfeit money. Somebody had just fucking got caught with some, blame me, and it wasn't me.
Yo, that's funny you said it because I got a homie. Shout out to my boy Zachary Castillo. I probably have to add that out too. But he went to same scenario. He got same scenario when he was 18. He was making counterfeit money, and someone got caught up with it and ratted him out. And he did time. He only did I think he did 18 months, but same shit. Like the person ratted him out. They caught him, saw his little operation, and Bow put him. So, dude, the counterfeit money, they don't like you fucking with money, dude. But they will fuck your ass up worse than some drug charges on that.
And
shit
what they
damn, that weed smells good.
how do you say it? So what they accused me of, was getting the real money, like a $5 bill, spraying it with Easy Off, and wiping it down to white, and then printing a $100 image on it. So when you raise it up, it has a strip, and then when you check it, it's cotton, 70% cotton, 30% paper.
Goddamn.
So it's so he checked my fingers and was checking to see if there was bleach stains and eating up fingertips. Checked my clothes with the light, see if there was bleach stains. None of that. So I beat the case, but I was still on parole, so they fucked me anyways.
Yeah, you want some of that?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll take some.
I'm good.
Are you a cop?
Now you're still on parole. Are you still on parole?
The
No,
Eagles
I'm
landed.
off.
Move in.
Yeah, go ahead and come in.
Right.
We got him.
No, man. Yeah. So fucking parole fucked me and sent me back, even though I was innocent. And that's when I went back and finished it off.
It be like that sometimes, bro.
Hey, take it easy.
Let me see that. We get that. That's a big ass.
Are you
bump.
crying? Twice.
Hey, hand me another beer when you get a chance there, my guy.
My guy.
What was your...
How was that?
I don't know. Laser knocked something over.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Hey, remember when you flooded the whole studio with your fucking stupid cooler?
Yeah, it happens, Gary. Don't talk about old shit. Speaking of old shit, dude, don't ever cock block me again in Dallas. What about you, Bobs? You ever have any run-ins with the law?
Yeah, I mean a few, but I mean nothing major, nothing that now would get me.
Are we still going to try to commit insurance fraud or not?
No, dude, absolutely not.
You got to ask.
Okay,
We got a disclaimer. Relax, dude. I'm not going to cut your Cadillac converter out. We don't fucking do it. But to be fair, I do know how to cut out a Cadillac converter.
Do you actually really?
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
Let's make some money.
I've got a pair of black Air
Before I
Forces.
was a superstar sensation of the internet, I was a piece of shit growing up. And I've done all kind of weird shit that I'm still really
weird.
proud to. But what about? So I'm trying to think here.
Oh yeah. So when I got out, I just fucking. You got to pick. There's a time in your life where you got to
Let me see that
pick.
saw, Bob.
You got to pick. You want to go back or you want to fucking do good?
You got to make a decision. You got to either walk
You
straight
got to
and
make a
narrow.
decision. So
How long were you on probation or whatever?
I mean, I did all my time in there, so I only had 6 months of parole.
Okay.
I enrolled in Barber College, fucking graduated, got out,
Shit got legit.
and start, cutting. At the time, he was just Lazer, but now he's Uncle Lazer.
That's it, man.
And now I'm just rolling with the flow.
Let's talk about this because, I mean, I know you went to jail. Maybe you weren't driving a lot in jail. I probably not at all. But my man can't even pull out of a driveway. You got 5 kids? Am I wrong? 5, 6 kids? You got a whole basketball team.
I got a football team.
You got football. You got a football
Yeah.
team. My man.
I
Good,
gotta
but
get
you're
with
good dad. You always do. I know you bring.
Oh, yeah.
You bring your little boy. You got one boy.
Yeah, one
Like
son.
5 girls or 4 girls.
Yeah, 4. And
Thank God you got that boy though, son. Jesus Christ.
oh man, yeah,
Yeah. Well, what? Those girls are bad, huh? When they're teenagers. How old are your little kids?
13, bro.
Oh, so they're and you got twins too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Were any
So-
of these on kids conceived during conjugal visits?
Yeah.
No,
are
they don't-
conjugal visits for is that
That
gone?
shit is some bullshit.
That don't happen.
That's
all?
only in fucking movies or in 1999, cause I tried, and all you're getting is a fucking naked picture. That's it. Like you can sneak, your girl can take a picture of herself, print it out, go to visitation, take it out of her panties, and give it to you. But
But they don't let y'all actually sit down and.
I mean, you sit down and you're gonna hold
But
hands.
you don't have like a private room y'all can make love for a few hours.
Fuck
That
no.
don't happen. That don't. You can't pay for that. That ain't something you can.
No.
So was that ever a real thing? I guess that's
It
my
was.
job to look that up.
It was in Mexico. I mean, no, it was, but not.
Not now.
You gotta have like fucking life, and you gotta be, I don't know, But
Yeah.
I feel real comfortable now that I'm not the only Mexican, though. I had to say that.
What in here?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Every time I go to Lazer's, it's fucking 9 white guys, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do good at blending in, but when it comes down to it, man.
Bobby, now you've made some conjugal visits in your day. You smuggle naked photos of yourself in your panties to some dudes in prison, or did that not? Do I have that wrong? It was on the sheet Gary gave me. I don't.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
on the docket.
I can get in trouble for that, so I don't want to talk about it.
There are only 4 U.S. states that currently allow conjugal visits, often called extended or family visits: California, Connecticut, New York, and Washington. Some people say Connecticut's problem doesn't count, though, when it comes to conjugals, and the Connecticut Department of Corrections agrees. I don't know what that means. I could look into that, though.
4 highly liberal states, right? I would say.
Yeah.
And Texas ain't on there.
Hell nah.
How many? Here, look this up, Gary. How many?
You're holding
how many-
that fucking nut.
How many states still allow the death penalty? I know it ain't many left.
Yeah. But I mean, I know we're one of them.
I know
you-
Texas is.
Yeah, definitely. Texas is up there.
What do you think about the death penalty? Or do you not want to get political?
I mean, I'm not trying to be political. I just think from a logical standpoint, like from a room and board type standpoint, if you already got these prisons overcrowding with offenses and shit like that, I know it's like probably I don't know the whole money part of it, but I just think if you're overcrowding and shit, like if someone's in there for life and it's had their chance for their appeal and everything, and it's like dude, you're just wasting space at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, agree.
I think an eye for an eye, as the Bible says, if it's death or rape or murder, something of that tangible. Like if you just got multiple convictions of bullshit and they just finally gave you life over like drinking and driving, where all right, okay, I can see that. But if you legitimately kill somebody, the Bible says eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be. I think you should have your court of process. I think you should have your time to appeal and do all your things. If proven innocent and shit, have a tangible amount of time to do that. But after 10, 15 years, you're not gonna be hurt again. I say it's time to fucking
But my thing is with that, you know what I mean? I kind of agree with you, but like the Bible also says that a fucking midget killed a giant with a slingshot. You know what I mean? That's like if you fucking and not even a real slingshot, like a fucking shirt with a rock in it. That's like if you try to hit fucking Hank with a marble.
Look, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you even better. I'll give you even better quote.
All right.
Yeah, I may be fucking this quote up just a bit, but to combat that, God created man, but Sam Colt made him equal.
Yeah.
Sam Colt was the guy that invented the pistol, the revolving pistol,
Okay.
right? So the midget dude is born at a disadvantage to David is born at a disadvantage to Goliath, right? Goliath's a big dude. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. He's gonna bully him, beat the shit out of him, wherever he goes. Sam Colt had made a little bit smarter of a mousetrap. You see what I'm saying? Like when a motherfucker needs to figure out, it don't matter how long I train what I do, genetics got me at a disadvantage. So let me create something where this big motherfucker can't even be close to me. He just stoned him to death with that little sling. They said, I don't know if you ever seen some videos of motherfuckers that throw the fucking slings.
Oh,
those
yeah, you're done.
Yo, you get hit, you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah, so I guess the point here is that it's not that unrealistic for the midget to kill a giant with a rock if he knows how to use it right. That's
Exactly.
what you're kind of getting at?
Yeah, so just God made man, but Sam Colt made him equal.
Oh, for sure. And snakes talk and one fruit ruins everything, too. For sure. J.K. Rowling did a good job writing that book.
Yo, you actually look like Dobby the elf, dude. I'm a free man. Master gave me a sock.
You scared our guest off, dude.
Yo, good podcast, though, boys, huh? Pretty interesting podcast. With
It was,
still a little
yeah.
comic relief and shit like
It was
that.
a banger. No,
I'm telling you, dude, when I sat down with that boy, like, he legitly, like, we had small talk. Yes, he comes to my house, face me, how you doing, homie, this and that, whatever. The occasional trade-off on some, whatever. And then, but then he fucking the other day, he's come out here and we just started bullshitting. He was asking about the comedy stuff, and I kind of asked him about his life, and he told me that, and I was like, yo. And I usually just play on my phone when he's cutting my hair with bullshit, and then, but I put my phone down. I'm like, God damn, dude, people got to hear this. Like,
Yeah.
that prison shit's interesting because it's a part of, it's like only a certain percentage of the population actually have to go
Experience
live and
that.
through that. So like, it's a perspective that not a lot of people see. And then, you can have the shows and shit on TV, but a live fucking experience of what the boy went through. That's crazy, especially the suicide thing. Like,
Yeah. I got 2 questions.
What's up?
Can we go back to the death penalty thing? You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
You mind giving your opinion on that?
I got to piss too.
Man, same thing as what Lazer said, man. If you did it, I mean, fuck it, pay it. Like at the Walls unit when they would
Pay your dues, kind
pay
of
your
thing.
dues, yeah. So at the Walls unit when they would execute people, the lights would kind of dim when they did do the
Really?
electric chair.
Because of the
Really?
chair.
Yeah, because they have the chair there, and the chair there when you're walking to the chow hall, if you look at the top of the building, because it's an old red brick unit, if you look at the top, you can see the room with the time clock and everything like that. Like it's yeah, look up Walls unit. And
Walls unit.
yeah. And now I think they do the needle or whatever and put you to sleep. But I mean, they say that's the most painful way to die.
Yeah,
but you
because they
can't.
fucking eat it, like from the inside.
But you can't show it
Right.
because you're fucking numb. I mean, you're
Well,
paralyzed.
They know that because somebody survived it. Is that right? Somebody
have.
survived the needle injection, and then they said it was super painful.
So you know,
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but what I did hear is if you survive it once and you only got one life sentence, then you're free to go. I don't know if that's true. That's
I can look that up too. Well, what I was going to ask you was with the death penalty, do you think that if the people who are in there for life tend to be more dangerous than other inmates, if they were executed instead of being in there, do you think they would cause harm to other inmates? They wouldn't cause as much harm to other
So-
inmates, so those inmates wouldn't have as bad of a time in prison and maybe not come out as fucked up.
yeah. So
Or-
when
or is-
you're on death row, you're in a fucking hallway that's only death row inmates, and you
Oh,
have
okay.
nothing.
So you can't fuck up the other inmates by being
No, the ones that are
isolated.
fucking up is the ones that got like 2 years and ain't got.
They just cause them
So when you first get there, you got everybody feels like they have something to prove, so they want to act like somebody or be somebody, and they fucking right away just try to, you're trying to show people who you are. So
Trying to show
that's
out.
the roughest fucking time that most people have.
What
I
about
didn't have a
people with
problem.
life?
They usually ship them out of there as soon as possible
Oh, okay.
But-
To where?
to a life unit to where you're in a cell for like
so the
a Walls
people
unit.
who have life are with other people who have
Yeah.
life.
So I think
Okay.
usually.
Bonnie and Clyde. I think they were at the now it's called. I don't know if it's. Look what unit they're in. They were in Huntsville somewhere. But anyways, they say in the kitchen where you're eating, you can still see the gunshots and stuff, the holes when they broke them out.
Damn.
Wait, so back then, yeah, I guess back then, because Bonnie and Clyde was what, the 1920s? That was during the Great
It was a
Depression.
long fucking.
It was like
time
the
ago.
30s or 20s, right? That's when they went and stole.
Yeah.
But I guess back then they were housing women and men together. And yeah, I think so. Because right, if Bonnie and Clyde broke them out at the same time, right?
No. Clyde. I mean, Bonnie broke out Clyde.
Oh shit!
She went in there with. I mean,
the Tommy gun and just said, "Come get them, baby.
yeah,
See about that business."
yeah. She was down, but I mean,
That was their thing, right? Weren't they like they weren't just robbing people? That they were the ones that were notorious for like killing motherfuckers. They were like,
yeah. So I read
ruthless
up on
with
it,
it.
and they were only robbing convenience stores, getting fucking $10. They never really were big bank robbers.
Well,
But they were killing people.
They
See-
did at the end. You know when you're already in the fucking hole and you're like,
You're in
damn,
the
I'm
shit,
not
yeah.
going. When you don't want to
see,
go
who
back.
Was, was it Jack Dillinger? Dillinger was the one.
He was the one people liked.
Well, because he gave money back, he would throw it out like as he drove off. He'd throw money out to. He would steal from big banks. He wouldn't steal from personal banks.
Right,
Right.
right.
I think that's what it
And
was.
back then, there were a lot of smaller local banks that you could steal from, and he did.
He would.
I
He would
think.
just go to the big town banks and he'd give back to the people. People that banks buying people's farms and shit and stuff like that.
Right.
What it was, and you can look this up, but I think I remember reading it. He would go.
scoot slightly to your right.
Okay. I think he would. I think he would go into banks that were like had paperwork because back then you don't have a computer system, right? In the 20s, everything's written down in filing cabinets. He would go in and steal this money, but he would burn and destroy the foreclosure papers on farms and loans across the land and get rid of all that shit
Wow.
so that
Badass.
they couldn't come after the
This-
common folk. Because I think his daddy was a farmer, I do believe.
John Dillinger.
John, I
All right,
believe
I'm
it's,
gonna
I
try
could
to
be
fact check
just
this.
fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that consisted of. I know because I know he was the one that people favored a lot more than other. He was kind of like your first
Robin Hood type.
Yeah,
Also,
well, not only Robin Hood type, he was your first like international like star through printing press, like through magazines, but newspapers and around the world. He was the one. I believe that's who that. I believe I could be mistaken.
you are right.
Right?
He was glorified in the media.
In the media, is that because he was like a hero amongst the common folks. I mean, what he did obviously was not correct, but in the way in which he did it and who he went after, he didn't go after common small banks.
Didn't he also have plastic surgery where to like change his appearance so that they couldn't find him?
Check it out. Just type that in.
You're the fact checking guy there, Jamie Jr. Let's check it out.
Well, you know so much.
I don't think was it John. It may be John Dillinger.
They must have looked fucked up back then doing plastic surgery back then, though.
I thought it was not that. No. I thought it was Whitey Bulger. Whitey Bulger, the one that Johnny Depp played, that Johnny Depp.
Oh,
played.
Billy the Kid.
No, Billy, because I was in the 1860s and 70s.
Babyface.
He changed his identity, but I don't think he changed his actual face. But I thought Whitey Bulger was the one that did the plastic surgery. I could be wrong though. Because see, back then, you're talking that's in the 30s and 40s.
Does that look legit to you?
No, that looks fake as shit.
It looks
type in Whitey,
From newspapers.com.
type in Whitey Bulger cosmetic surgery because he was in this. I believe Bulger was in the 70s and 80s, and so that would have been more along the lines of having plastic surgery capabilities back then. But in the 20s and 30s, I don't think they were doing plastic surgery.
No. They've had plastic
Have
surgery
they
around
ever?
for a very, very long time.
But I mean, like to the extent of how successful and well it would look.
But I mean, it looks stupid nowadays when people get it. So
Dude,
it
too
must
much.
look
Dude,
stupid.
some
think
of
it's
them
all
women,
look stupid.
some of the women be getting that injection and them lips. It looks like they've been stung by a goddamn bumblebee.
Yeah, no,
Like, girl, look, if everybody get a little touch, I get a little Botox from time to time. You telling me I look 25 again? Yeah, I'm going to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Last for like 6 months. But like, people be altering their faces. And if you ever notice, the women that get the nose work done, it's all the same nose. That's the exact same little ski slope nose. Like,
and
you don't look no different.
You don't look 25 or anything. You actually look.
You look like an
super
alien.
abnormal. You look exactly.
You look like an alien.
You're 25,000 years old from planet Zabula.
Zoltan.
Yeah. You get a fucking grip on your lip.
Y'all gonna piss all the women off.
It's all right, dude.
Yeah, well, we do. Bobby does, dude.
Dude,
Hey, Bramble just texted me and asked for you to give him his number so he can book you for some gigs.
oh hell yeah,
Little
dude.
single paying.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'd love to make $50 at Zelix. Thanks, Bramble. I'm fucking around. No, I love you, Bramble.
Jeez, how long we been going?
We've been going.
Hey, that fucking song, how good is man, that motherfucker's good.
Which one?
By Flaco.
It's like he's talking about my mind's playing tricks on me.
Oh, that one too, yeah.
No, he's talking about another. He
No,
knows Ghetto Boys, but he's talking about Whiskey and Water. I showed him it.
Oh, okay.
You talking about which
The
one?
one on Apple Music. The how good is
I forget.
Oh
dude.
no, the hit. The hit.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
you really forgot
Show
that?
him. You
Yeah,
got,
dog,
You
yeah,
got
we-
booked.
I got you on my Apple Music. Hold up.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you listening, man. I'm glad you did.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be dropping our fucking album soon. We were talking about that at the beginning, but it's gonna be a whole 11 thing. You ain't heard none of them songs yet, bro.
Right there. How good is
Oh, you like that one? That's so
Hell
funny.
yeah.
That's an old school one that I did with the Side Piece Collective.
Hell
fucking
yeah.
That mother- but
funny,
I-
I hated that song.
That's that's cover of How Good It Feels.
No. My buddy Damien wrote it. I gotta take you to go see their fucking band now. They're
Yeah?
called Casio. Shout out to Casio. If
Yeah,
you're ever in
also,
Austin.
dude, just for everybody listening around town, like, look, man, I mean, big comedy scene, but dude, y'all come down here, hit us up. I mean, Bobby and them play on time. There's a big meal, like seeing that Seaboys and the Continental
Oh,
Club,
man,
man.
I mean, there's
they got
just-
jazz, like,
I mean,
man,
the
we
best
go,
music in the fucking world. I swear,
dude,
bro.
after some of the gigs, sometimes we'll go down to some of these, like, jazz bars, man. You see musicians like John Dees the other night, man.
Right,
He's over there
yeah.
playing on the keys, and I'm trying to ask him if he'll be a fucking guest on the show.
Yeah.
But, dude, at one point, I mean, look, we've been taking a little, drugs and stuff. We've been
Wow,
having a
maybe
good
you
time.
have. I mean,
How dare you? But we be in the midst and like, but we're out. But at some point, it's like we're out there watching them performers perform, and it's like you get lost in the sauce, and then you just try. If you really just take a step back, like, dude, we're in like the midst, like we're in like something that's special. Something special is happening here, like how they wrote about like the grunge era through like Seattle in like the early '90s, or like Sunset Strip and that whole California scene, like in the '80s with hair metal and shit like that.
Right.
Like, dude. this is gonna. I honestly believe like we're in the midst of something great here that they'll write about this shit in years to come about the startup of Rogan with the comedy shit coming down here, music. Because I've been out to Nashville, man, and like. Yeah, they got like a big music thing for country music, but it's all like commercial
Old money.
shit. It's all
old
commercial shit though. Like
Those are
sell a
machines
fuck.
out
It's
there,
machines. But out here, like, dude, like catching y'all walking in at Latchkey on that fucking Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm with the old girl who sucks. She sucks. But I walk in there with her, and we're there for Alex West's birthday, and y'all are playing, and like we walk in, and like I've been around music my whole life, so I walk in, and instantly I'm like, yo, that band is different. Like that's not just some fucking bullshit cover. Like them boys are different. And I asked her that, and she's like, well, yeah, I used to fuck the guitar player, and I used to date the other one. I said, well, instantly I'm like, I hate these fucking boys. I hate these guys. I hope they die. But it still didn't take away from the fact. It didn't take away from the fact that like. You could walk down Austin in some of these places, these little hole-in-the-wall dive bars or jazz bars, or and walk in and see some of the best musicianship you've ever seen in your life.
You're a changed person after you leave some of these fucking
dude.
things, that's honest. I go catch it when I'm not playing. I go,
and it's free
learn.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you got real motherfuckers out here grinding, putting in the work, and that's their gig. And dude, you walk in like, man, watching. I got a video on him out.
You walk in Phoenix.
Bam,
come on,
bam. Whoa, because you got cleft palate, Hey, he actually gave him a haircut. Can we put the camera on him? How do we do it on the screen? I want to see what the screen's doing on it. Or the screen went out. Put it on Bobby right here. Zoom in.
Bobby.
All right, it's got a slit right there, and it just look at that.
Here,
man.
let me manually zoom the camera in real quick.
Yeah, please do that.
That's how I did. All right, everybody, just look at my fucking face for a little bit on the fucking.
Hey, you cleaned him up good though. He
Yeah.
never had that. Hey, he look good,
It's
so.
a long time. Like I said, I can see my ears again. It's been a while.
How good is that,
How's it
ladies
going,
and gentlemen? How good is that, right? Think about getting
How
your,
good it is.
think about getting your cooter eat and just hitting that little stretch of Velcro that ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? What a treat.
The booty tickler.
But yeah, well, fuck, man. I mean, what else? We're winding it down. It's been a good one though.
It's
But
been
I
a
mean,
good
what
one.
else?
Generally, if you're saying what else, it's time to wrap it.
Yeah,
That's what I learned
yeah.
from Bobby.
Yeah.
I mean, so what? Let's go ahead. We'll do the shout outs here, little plugs here.
Yeah.
Abel the Barber, they can find you where?
Abel the Barber with the THA.
Yeah, I heard you've been having some trouble
Yeah,
with
I've
that.
been
Maybe
having
let's just. Why don't you just do Abel Lazer or something cool? No, I'm kidding. Okay, I mean,
That was fucking stupid. Wow.
Hey.
It's like, let me just co-sign with your name.
no, but haven't you?
The little nephew.
Yeah, Uncle Lazer's nephew Abel. You know what I'm saying? What if you? But you've had people come into your shop over there and they're like, "Yo, give me the Uncle Lazer. Give me the Uncle Lazer. The mullet thing,
bro.
right?"
It's crazy because these are people that like. I'm from a small fucking town. Like
Yeah.
I said, all we got is Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
And they're like, bro, you cut Uncle Lazer's hair. I'm like, you know Uncle Lazer?
yeah.
Like,
Dude,
what the
social
fuck?
media is a powerful tool, man.
They're like, dude, yeah, I've been following him for a long time. And I'm like, and you never fucking see me cutting his hair?
Yeah,
What, you know?
yeah. No,
But
I mean,
yeah, man. So like, it's just a name. It's
what you got? So Abel, or how,
ABEL.
Look, I'll put it up. I'll
yeah,
put
we'll
it up on
tag
the
it
screen.
there,
and
but I mean, I
post.
want to
Yeah.
say it. And are you on YouTube? Just Instagram, Facebook, and
Instagram, really just
and
Instagram.
what's the studio you cut at, or the barber?
Salon Avenue, Stockville, Texas.
Stockville, Texas.
Owned by Amy Vocal, yeah.
Okay.
She's a-
And then this,
um,
like I said, Bobby Flaco, my main man. Y'all see him in all my shit with me. We got the Nether Hour. Give him a load out. Where do they catch you at? Where can they
Yeah,
find
hey,
you?
you can see us at Latchkey Sundays and Tuesdays. Y'all know. Just follow us at Nether Hour on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you're using, and you'll see where we're popping up. We're playing all the time. We rarely
You got
take
a big
day off.
gig with the homies, Dustin and all them down in Louisiana soon, right?
Yeah,
The
we'll be
people
up
down
there at the beginning of March. We're gonna be out in Lafayette for a night, and then we'll just take it all on the way back through Crowley. Little small
Dude,
town gig, but a
hey.
good joint.
Crowley's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
My
it is.
granddaddy,
It's fun.
my granddaddy was 85 or he's 80 years old, dating a 35-year-old Cajun woman from down there. And he took me down there. He's probably 70 at that point. He took me down there. I'm like 12, 13 years old. And we go down there and there's a little shack on by the fucking river. And then they had Holly Beach down there. And they get up and them Cajuns start fucking drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, they ain't playing.
Like, dude, that's a different breed of people down there. I don't think people realize. I've worked with a
yeah,
bunch
and then
of
they'll live to be
and
fucking.
they outlive
100.
everybody. They outlive everybody.
Yeah.
Like they eating
And
goddamn
Crazy.
man. I tell
Yeah, they
you
got
what.
leather skin and everything. But yeah, before we even deviate one more time, I know we're about to wrap it up. But I know you said people were getting this motherfucker's haircut. Like people were coming in and being
People
like,
are saying, give me the Uncle Lazer.
Is
That's the name of the cut now. It
What?
ain't the fucking mullet no more.
Well, what's the first place? Is it the Uncle Lazer or is it the Edgar?
I don't do Edgar's.
Hell yeah,
I don't
my
do
guy.
Edgar's.
The Eggers is
I
a push
can't-
one.
My guy.
Hey,
Fuck
show a
with them
picture of the
guys.
Eggers.
Step for mankind.
Show a picture of the Eggers so everybody can get a custom.
Yeah, we got it.
Everybody knows what a mullet is, but the Edgar mullet is those are all
Edgar's-
Bobby's. Those are all Bobby's people right
Yeah,
there.
fuck
Bam,
yeah,
bam.
Chill out, dude.
Pick that dude on top in the middle, the Mexican boy in the middle. He looks kind of Chinese. Up top.
I
Up.
see
No,
what
no,
you're
no,
talking
no, no.
about.
To the right.
Fourth.
To
He's
the
the
right.
fourth one to the right.
Two more.
Two more.
Right there. I'm not doing that haircut.
You're not doing that
I'm not doing that.
for no amount of money.
For not my. Well, hold on.
Everything got a price, baby.
150, yeah, but
Hey, but I be seeing them like that. See the mullet over there, girl, on the very left.
That's when I used to have mine, the guy with the mustache in the
Dude,
park right
I'm
there.
telling you, dude, I see that so much now.
Look, that's whenever I had mine, bro, before y'all met me.
it's
dog.
just like
God damn it. Whoa, dude. Hey, there I am.
Hey,
That's me on my way to third period.
yeah, but his mustache still touches. You know what I'm saying?
he got to lose that mustache right there. Got to go.
That's got to go, bro.
That's some. So you can kind of. I don't know if I can say this, but you can kind of pick out who's a sex offender, and that motherfucker looks like it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get rid of my mustache after this. Thanks
Yes,
for at least
look,
putting
no,
that
you're
down.
good. That
I'm
fits your
fucking
style.
yeah.
But that guy, that got to go.
That's got to go.
Yo,
Call me.
they took my video down again. Something's happening. It's either your internet or something. That story, I posted the other story and tagged you on it. They took it down. I don't know what's fucking going on.
It's probably because
The one I just took right here.
it's probably because we got to identify as non-binary to really let a lot of shit slide. You know that? That's all we got to do. We just
I
gotta
have
go
a
into our-
feeling, though. I do. I'm going to call it right now. I have a feeling.
Let's call
Should we
Instagram.
make a video after this announcing our non-binary status?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
should.
and I'm gonna change my whole shit.
Hey, do you have an Instagram on there?
Yeah. We're
Pull
gonna
up
it
my. Yeah,
Yeah, he just wants to put it out. Yeah, pull it up.
so that way it's easier if they see it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna add a whole thing.
He's
up.
going to
yeah,
add
so
it
we're
into
gonna
the
edit it
description.
in.
Oh,
It'll have
okay,
your
cool.
tag.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
have it. Yeah.
You'll have the picture. of
Yeah,
me
you'll have your
scrambling it.
picture, your tag, where to find you.
And
That
I do
was
do
fun.
house calls.
That was a good one, hey. For a first podcast, I mean, look, we're gonna be doing comedy. Sure, we have comics here, we have guests, shit like that. But like I said, you know, like for the people, I know he grew up like how me and Bobby grew up. I don't know, Gary grew up kind of rich and stuff, but no. On a serious note, like, look, I mean, we just common folk, common people. Got some shit, got some homies. I mean, we've been kicking it for a long time. Me and Bobby, I mean, like, so I just if I think that's interesting, I think, yo, man, I think people would want to see that. And this turned out being real good. I know what to expect being the first one
was
coming
great,
in.
man. It
It
was
was good, man.
Because I don't even talk.
Yeah, you really don't.
I don't.
You're pretty soft spoken into yourself.
But
it's
yeah.
good though. It's good
I
to tell
mean-
because I mean people, like I said, man, that's a side. 95% of the population don't ever get to hear or
Yeah.
see some shit like that or experience that
hey,
shit.
and like
you know?
98% goes back,
Yeah,
and I fucking made it.
you made
boy.
it. The old 2% over here,
I made
baby.
it.
But listen, we're gonna end it out here. Appreciate y'all following and watching. Well, like I said, we're gonna be coming out every Wednesday at around 2-3 o'clock. We'll hold it in as we get a little better. We may even start doing it live. We're still gonna have some discussions on that where people can actually chat in and ask us questions while we're doing it. But yeah, this has been Uncle Lazer, my beautiful co-host, Mr. Bobby Flaco, Gary Faust in the back right there on the ones and twos, and thank you for my guest, fucking Angel.
Abel.
Hey, I
He
keep
always-
saying it.
hey,
'cause
he
he's
always-
an angel
hold on.
in my eye.
damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, edit that
why don't
part
you come
out.
on my show? Let me fuck your name up 700
Hey,
times.
he says it right every time, except on fucking
Except on air. Now, y'all get at my boy Abel. If y'all in the area, you know, get you a cut. Hell, throw him a little cash. You might even come do a house cut. But this has been My Shitty Uncle's podcast with Uncle Lazer and Bobby Flaco. We'll see y'all next week at around about the same fucking time. We out this bitch.
Yeah,
Bam.
buddy.
Yes, sir.